I wish you could feel how warm this water is. It like feels like a bath. Oh my, it's amazing. So we're here on Paje Beach. It's for the southern part of Zanzibar. It was about an hour and a half from where we were staying in Nungwi, which is up north. And this is a totally different vibe down here. It's just absolutely incredible. Good morning. So we've mostly been hanging out this week in Nungwi, Zanzibar, which is on the north coast. Today we're heading to the south coast to check out some different beaches down there. So we're gonna go to like a little beach club, beach bar, and then we're going to have dinner at the Rock, which is the famous restaurant you've seen all over Instagram. So I'm actually really excited to see that, and I'm hoping, fingers crossed, I'm really hoping that it's high tide when we get there, because it just looks so much prettier and dramatic when it's high tide and you have to sail in. So that is the itinerary for the day, but right now we're gonna go get some coffee and we're gonna hit the gym and get a workout because I'm ready to go, and as you know, I never miss my vacation workouts. So this part of the island has a totally different vibe than Nungwi up north, and I fell in love with it. It felt so chill and laid back, much more hipster and bohemian. It kind of reminded me a little bit of how Tulum used to be 10 years ago before over-tourism completely took over. Plus the water was strikingly warm and a lot less rocky, but there was also a lot of seaweed. If you are in Zanzibar, it's worth exploring different parts of the island, so try not to only hang out in one place. It's just so beautiful, you gotta get around. The beach here is just incredible. I'm so happy we made the journey down here. It was a little bit far and I was like, I don't know if it's worth it, but definitely 100% worth it. If I'm ever back in Zanzibar, I will be staying on this part of the island because it's just like so incredible. Like, it's just such a great vibe. And now we're gonna get ready to go head out to dinner at the Rock, which is the insta-famous restaurant you've seen like everywhere. So hopefully it's good, and I think that we are gonna catch high tide, which I might put some pictures on the screen of like high tide versus low tide, because when it's low tide you can just walk along the beach. When it's high tide, the beach is flooded, like fully covered in water, and you have to take a little boat. So I'm hoping we have to take a little boat because I think that'll just be like a lot more like beautiful and dramatic and interesting. So let's see what happens, how that works out. But we're gonna head over there in a little bit. We made it to to the Rock, and just like I wanted, it is now high tide. I'm gonna try to flip the camera so you guys can see. Yay!
So it's kind of skeptical of the food at the Rock because it is one of the more touristy sites on Zanzibar, and a lot of people go only because it's so Instagram famous, but honestly, I was really pleasantly surprised. Everything was fresh, delicious, and well prepared. It was a little bit pricey, but definitely worth the journey down, so make sure you check it out and add it to your itinerary when you go to Zanzibar. So as you saw, when we went to the restaurant, it was high tide and we had to sail in on the little boat, which was amazing. We were only in the restaurant for about 2.5 hours and the tide was completely gone when we finished and we had to walk out. It's a pretty crazy experience, but super memorable. If you're planning to go to the Rock, definitely do some research on how the tides are flowing that day and try to time your arrival accordingly if you want to arrive by boat, or if you just want to walk in, you can arrive at low tide.